Hey, what's going on? Welcome to G-Ball Vision. Today, we are taking a first look at the new AM8 knives Preyert 2. Now, while we're getting started, let me know down in the comments what your carry is. Feel free to let me know the entire loadout for the day. Now, if you're not familiar with AM8 knives, they are the sister company of Miguron knives. It's basically another outlet for Miguron to put out other designs, and AM8 does a fantastic job. Just like Miguron, they produce some really high value budget knives, and then they also can put out a very good quality premium knife. I'll have Miguron's website linked down below in the description and in the pinned comment. You can access AM8 knives through the Miguron website. Now, getting to the Preyert 2, this is actually a design that was previously in a more premium outfit. Now, we'll be able to obtain the Preyert 2 in a budget format for a much better cost, and we're still going to be retaining some really good materials and value out of this knife. They're going to be right around $46, $47, under $50, and I think you're going to be getting quite a bit for your money. Now, we're looking at 14C28N with a PVD coating here. They do 14C very well, in my opinion. We have a cutout and a rear flipper tab for the deployment. The first thing I noticed was how well tuned this detent is. I mean, it is perfect. You can possibly tell just by that flipper action that it has a nice snappy detent. I have had a lot of people ask me about the Preyert 2, and it's been a little while since we've had an AM8 branded knife on the channel. We are looking at that Stormtrooper type of version with this knife, with the all black hardware liners, blade, and clip with the white G10 handles. It is definitely a good looking knife if you can keep it clean. I just know from experience, white G10 gets dirty very quickly, but when it's clean, it is some good looking stuff. We have a G10 backspacer in there to match, a very nice deep carry clip that is recessed into the scales along with the screws there. And we are looking at a liner lock, good access, a nice chamfer on that liner, and that is going to be nice and easy to get to, comfortable to disengage. We aren't going to have a option for left-hand carry on this knife. Now, if you're right-handed or you don't carry a knife lefty, then it really don't matter. The only ones that really hurts are people who want to carry the knife lefty. You won't have the option to do that on this version here. So let's get a quick measurement on the Preyert 2 here. We're going to be looking at right at 2 3/4 of cutting edge, 3 1/4 total blade, and it's pushing almost 7.5. I would say it's a little shy, and we'll go with 7 7/16 overall. And to put that in a little bit of perspective for you, I'll bring out some comparison knives. We got the Benchmade Bug Out here up top. We got the Spyderco Para 3 here on the bottom, and you're going to see that it is directly in line with both of those. And we have the Vosteed Raccoon up top here and the Kaiser Militol. And I would say both of these knives are going to be just a step above in size to the Preyert 2. And two more, we got the Kaiser Drop Bear here up top and the new Kaiser Feeweed, also in a true Star Wars edition here with the Bounty Hunter finish. And it's going to be pretty close to both of those. I would say here again, this is going to be a step above these two knives. Now let's see this pocket clip in action. We'll get our 50 ways baked in Hank here and see what we're going to be looking at. I do have a coupon code for 50 ways baked in, just a way to thank you guys, and it's a thank you from 50 ways and me. I have their website linked down below with that coupon code. If you need a new Hank or a fresh Hank, they definitely have what you're looking for. Now, in regards to the pocket clip here. They use this clip fairly often, and it is a good clip. It works well for deep carry. You'll have a tiny bit of the butt end there poking out, but not much at all. And as far as retention, it's going to be good to go, even on our thinner clot there. And you can see, look at all that room behind that clip. That is going to be really nice to get this in even the thickest of seams. The only knock on it is going to be that we can't carry it lefty, but at this budget price, not going to harp on that too much. But even still, it should have the option for lefty carry. We're going to get the old arch nemesis out here, and we're going to give this thing a weight check. I guess the weight here, and a lot of you do as well. If you want to put your guess down in the comments, even if you already commented your EDC down there, feel free to comment again and let me know what you think this beast right here weighs. I'm going to give it a go, and it definitely feels... It's a Miguron, so it's a little bit thicker, which we'll check that here in a moment. It's going to have some heft to it for its size. So I bet it's up around like 4. I'm going to go 0.8 above the blade. So let's go 4.3, 4.4. Oh! Damn, that's good. I'll take it. 118 grams and 4.2 ounces. That's not too shabby. 0.1, 0.2 off. I'll take it. I just love it when I see your guys' guesses down there. It fills my heart even more joy. So let's get a reading here on the thickness of the handle, and we're going to be looking at about 0.56 there. So a nice, healthy handle thickness there. Something I prefer most times, more often than not. We're looking at 125 thousandths straight on that blade stock, and we'll get a reading here on a behind the edge measurement just to get an idea of what we're looking at. Nothing crazy precise, but we are going to be looking at somewhere in the ballpark of 20 to 21 thousandths in that particular spot, which that's getting down there pretty good at 20. But let's see how this cuts right out of the box. And for that, we'll use our standard catalog paper here. I think this is going to be a good poker. It'll be good for utility type work. It's got that lower tip there, and I love this little slant because that's a perfect resting place, and you can even kind of choke up here. I don't know if I'd call that a full finger choil. Some people won't like that, but I don't mind the ability to get up behind that edge. I think it's nice, and you know that means this knife could be even larger at that point. You know, give us more blade and a little bit more handle length. That would be much more up my alley. Now, if you're not familiar with 14C, it is a fantastic stainless steel. It is one of the toughest pocket knife steels, fixed blade steels that you can get your hands on. It is in like the top 5. It is also very corrosion resistant. It's got decent edge retention, and it's very easy to maintain because it's ultra tough, because it's got very good corrosion resistance, and it has an easy sharpening aspect to it. I mean, you can hone this in very easily, even if you're a novice. That's why one of the many reasons I love 14C 28N. Wouldn't have minded if we had some extra jimping ran out here and even maybe a second set down here. We're starting to see that more and more. You know, it's not the end of the world or anything like that, but those are the things I like to mention, like the nice to haves. That's what it is. It would be a nice to have thing, like some extended jimping out here, then maybe a little second row out here towards the tip. Those little fine details really start to mold a knife for me into, you know, what kind of tier it belongs in. Now, Miguron and AM8 have long been putting out budget bangers. They have, offered milled titanium clips on their sub $60 knives, which is impressive even to this day. And they've been doing that for like 2 years. Even to this day, there's not many companies at all that offer a milled tie clip under like 60, 70 bucks. And Miguron and AM8 are one of those companies. Now, you won't be getting that milled titanium clip on this knife in particular. It will be a steel rollover clip, but I think that's why they try to keep the price under 50 for this knife. I think 46 or 7 was the retail price for these. But if you're someone who, some people don't like the milled clip. Some people want the deep carry. So, you kind of, it is, if you don't like this type of clip, they offer a lot of budget knives with a milled tie clip. If you want to feel like you're getting value, if you feel like the deep carry clip gives you utility or gives you, a little bit of concealment, then, all do it up. We're looking at T8 for the single body screw here, and all we have is a logo there on the pivot. Nothing else anywhere. Great job. They don't go out of their way to put stuff all over the knife. We're looking at T8 there on the pivot and that body screw, and then I think we're going to be T6 here on the pocket clip screws. Yeah, we're going to be T6 there. Good access to the liner. We are off to the show side by just a smidge, and it's not because of the pivot there. It's not much, but it is off by a touch. Now, we're going to check this lock, but I am interested to see what we're looking at here because we have a coated blade and a coated liner, and we know, because we've tested hundreds of knives, that coatings can cause knives to have failure. So I'm interested to see how this one does. Now we're going to get the spine whacker out here, and we're going to give this thing a couple of love taps just to make sure we have a dependable lock here. We'll start out towards the tip, give it a couple of lighter love taps, and we'll go on from there. Well, held strong there. That's a lot of pressure on that lock out there at that tip. We'll go to the middle. Ooh, sounds good. Close it and check it. Feels good. We'll proceed. Very good. Very good. See, I let the knife think it's done, and then I give it just a couple more just to make sure, because we've gotten some to fail that way. Good lockup here on the Preyert too. And Miguron, I have had dozens of their knives, guys. Dozens and dozens. I've bought in a couple dozen easily over the last 5 years. Between their budget line and their premium line, I've had a majority of the models, and they do a phenomenal job. Little tweaks here and there would definitely bump a lot of their stuff up the food chain, right? Up a tier, but their pricing is very competitive. I'm really interested to hear from you and to hear your opinion and thoughts on the Preyert 2, the budget version. If you like this knife and you want it in a premium form, I believe those are still available as well. Like I said, I'll have the Miguron website linked down below in the description and the pinned comment. That'll take you to AM8's knives as well. Whatever is on there, that is what is going to be available. I look forward to hearing your thoughts and opinions on this knife. Make sure you share this video with all your friends, all your family. They're definitely going to want to know about the new AM8 Preyert 2. Hit the thumbs up button. That helps push the video out there. And it really makes me feel good when you hit that thumbs up, when you leave a comment. It just warms my heart, fills me with joy. almost like potatoes and gravy. I'm going to pop a couple of new videos up on your screen. Go check the one you haven't seen yet, just the one that you haven't seen because you've seen the other two. Go check that one out. If you're new, make sure you subscribe. We forgot that part. Ring the bell. That'll let you know when I release new videos. I'd love to have you here. If you are new to the channel, let me know down in the comments. That way we can welcome you properly to the channel. I would love that. Hope you guys have an awesome day. I will catch you on the next one.